Oh, I should just set this to. Oh, sure. Actually,
They're coming straight in. Trust me, I've got.
13.23 looks to target many of the broken champions from previous patches with nerfs to Briar, Cassante, Ziggs, and Nefiri lined up. As always, we'll be breaking down the changes and providing you guys with a complete update on the solo queue tier list thanks to the help of our challenger players and analyzing the most recent data. But before we get into it, be sure to check out SkillCapped if you want to truly get better at League of Legends. We're the only service that offers a money-back guarantee if you don't climb at least 5 divisions while active. Season 14 is
Bank of China's aircraft leasing company, BOC Aviation, has lost $600 million. In March last year, 17 of its planes were seized by Russia, resulting in an $800 million provision for losses. Recently, BOC Aviation decided to cease pursuing compensation for 8 of these aircraft, effectively gifting them to Russia in exchange for $200 million, thus incurring a direct loss of $600 million. This unequal settlement was still reported with apparent satisfaction by the company's board of directors. factors and was a voluntary decision by the company. Most of the remaining 9 aircraft are still with Russia's largest airline, Aeroflot. It is said that direct recovery of these planes is almost impossible. Among the 178 Airbus and Boeing planes held by Aeroflot, 25 are already dismantled to salvage usable parts, some of which may belong to BOC Aviation. According to Ken Hill, an American specializing in aircraft repossessions, he represented a U.S. leasing company before the Russia-Ukrainian war to recover 3 Boeing 737 planes, only to find their engines missing. The longer the planes stay in Russia, the more likely it is that their maintenance records for the body, engine, and flight systems will not be properly preserved. Without these records, nobody dares to lease these aircraft. Some Chinese netizens joke that since aircraft parts are banned by Western countries, and China is reluctant to sell Western parts to Russia, they might as well leave a few planes for Russia to dismantle and use. This humorous comment actually hints at a deeper reality. Russia's aviation industry is struggling. Companies like Airbus, Boeing, Bombardier, Rolls-Royce, General Electric, and Northrop Grumman are not supplying parts to stolen aircraft. Pobeda Airlines, a subsidiary of Aeroflot, can only fly 25 of its 41 aircraft. Ural Airlines, which owns over 50 Airbus planes, has begun dismantling planes for parts. Last summer, Aeroflot management instructed pilots to land on long runways and avoid using brakes to save the brake systems. Russia's domestic planes, such as the Sukhoi Superjet 100 and the medium-range narrow-body MS-21, also face maintenance challenges. The Superjet 100 uses the SAM-146 engine, a French-Russian collaboration, and the MS-21 uses American engines. Without these imported parts, maintenance is no longer required and the planes cannot fly. Some Russian domestic planes do have Russian-made engines, but the engine's high-temperature parts are made by the American company Pratt & Whitney, as Russia's metallurgical technology is insufficient. The Russian aviation regulator has authorized airlines to use non-original spare parts, even those from Iran, significantly reducing aircraft reliability. Before the war, over 80% of aviation accidents involved Russian-made planes. However, in the first 8 months of 2023, the proportion of incidents involving Boeing and Airbus soared to 60%, a rate previously never exceeding 40%. Last year, the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, audited Russia's flight safety and listed it as a red flag country, alongside Bhutan, Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Liberia. Aeroflot, Russia's largest airline, used to maintain its Boeing and Airbus planes in Germany. However, with Germany prohibiting Russian planes from entering its airspace, this service channel has been cut off. In desperation, Russia signed an agreement with Iran in July last year to provide necessary spare parts and maintenance for Russian aircraft. On April 5th this year, Aeroflot sent an Airbus A330-300 to Iran's Mahan Air for maintenance, but it's still not repaired, with the earliest completion expected by next April. Before the sanctions, Russian airlines relied on Western companies like Lufthansa Technik for parts. After the war, Russia turned to smaller suppliers. For instance, S7's maintenance department obtained at least $1.23 million worth of aviation parts from Moldova's Air Rock Solutions in the past 14 months, transported to Russia via the UAE or Kyrgyzstan. From May last year to the end of June this year, aircraft parts valued at approximately $1.2 billion flowed into Russia through intermediary countries. Parts ranged widely, from critical mechanical components like Northrop Grumman's equipment, cabin pressure valves, cockpit displays, and landing gears to everyday items like coffee machines, flight attendant telephones, and toilet seats. Some key parts, like Northrop Grumman equipment, were produced as early as October 2008. These components had been used in several aircraft, including those in Saudi Arabia 6 years ago. However, this $1.2 billion figure might still underestimate the actual situation, as it only includes goods directly shipped to Russian airlines or their maintenance units, not those sent to other Russian companies. For example, over the past 14 months, Ural Airlines received multiple American parts containing high-tech laser gyroscopes imported from the US, then transshipped via Central Asian countries to Russia through the UAE. Additionally, Russia's Nordwind Airlines procured hundreds of parts for its fleet of 12 Airbus and 15 Boeing aircraft through Ramses Turzum, a company based in Turkey. Under the current international sanctions environment, China cannot match the key technologies and components manufacturing of Boeing and Airbus suppliers. Therefore, even if China is willing to assist Russia, it is difficult to replace the support of Western aviation manufacturers. The Chinese government's stance in the BOC Aviation aircraft seizure incident has sparked widespread discussion among netizens. Many believe that the government's lack of strong demand for the return of these planes from Russia is to maintain good relations with Russia without fully considering the interests of Chinese-funded companies. Netizens' opinions are clear. In this matter, the Chinese Communist Party government is not standing with Chinese companies. Regarding the concession to Russia, netizens believe that the CCP is effectively a foreign power or a traitor to the country, not truly representing China. With irony, metaphor, and hyperbole, netizens expressed dissatisfaction with the Chinese Communist Party's decisions. Are there similar incidents in other countries? Is this an isolated case or just the tip of the iceberg? It's evident that dealing with Russia at a loss is a general pattern for China. Even the former CCP leader Mao Zedong was not exempt from this. There's a joke about Mao telling Kang Sheng, the head of intelligence, that business with Russia could be done but in moderation. He criticized Russian machinery for being clumsy, expensive, and of poor quality, and Russian business lacking in ethics compared to capitalist countries. Mao referred to a set of fertilizer equipment Russia exported to China, weighing 1,800 tons and occupying over 3,000 acres, requiring over 3,000 workers. In contrast, Italian equipment weighed only 180 tons, occupied 300 acres, and needed 300 workers. The CCP has long known how Russia conducts business, but still prioritizes political considerations over economic interests in dealing with Russia. After Russia faced sanctions, the CCP acted as a vital ally. The market vacuum left by Western companies in Russia was occupied by China. However, the Chinese government's encouragement for Chinese companies to enter the Russian market might not necessarily be beneficial for these businesses. The success of Chinese companies like Xiaomi, Realme, and Transsion in the Russian mobile phone market, and car brands like Chery, Great Wall, and Geely indicate Chinese business expansion in Russia. However, due to Russia's high tariffs on these products and various local government fees, Chinese brands' phones and cars may sell at good prices, but the actual profits are not substantial. Meanwhile, with the Russian government facing significant deficits and high military expenses, the Russian central bank had to print money extensively, increasing the pressure of currency devaluation. Any commercial success of Chinese companies in Russia will face greater currency risk and exchange losses as the ruble's exchange rate against the dollar and yuan drops, potentially resulting in actual profits far below expectations. China's policy of importing Russian oil has also been criticized. China pays more for Russian oil than the EU. In 2022, the average price for Russian crude oil imported into China was equivalent to $92.84 per barrel, compared to Europe's enforced price cap of $60 per barrel for Russian oil imports. In broader energy collaborations, such as the Siberia 2 natural gas pipeline project, China has adopted a cautious stance. The gas prices offered by this project are higher than those in the European market, and the pipeline passes through Mongolia, a U.S. ally, adding geopolitical risk. Due to these factors, China has been undecided about signing this contract. This shows that while the Chinese Communist Party doesn't want to see Russia's economy collapse, it is not willing to make significant sacrifices. Although Sino-Russian relations are good at the governmental level, they are fraught with challenges and difficulties at the grassroots level. In the 1990s, many Chinese people facing unemployment or crackdowns chose to do business in Russia. Many Chinese traders smuggled goods into Russia to sell, resulting in inconsistent product quality. Russian people's impression of Chinese was tainted due to items like down jackets containing rotten chicken heads, horsehide jackets that tore easily, shirts that fell apart after washing, fake pearl necklaces sold as real, malfunctioning lighters, shoes with paper soles, and fox fur coats made of cat and dog fur. In Moscow of the 1990s, Chinese merchants often suffered violence from skinheads, extortion by police, and gang robbery. Entering the 2000s, with Putin's crackdown on skinheads, the situation for Chinese merchants improved. Around the 2000s,
Здравствуйте! В программе «Время» о самых заметных событиях этого дня. Сегодня в передаче мы готовы представить вам сенсационную новость. Илон Маск и Олег Тиньков объединились для создания проекта, который дарит американцам возможность зарабатывать свыше $4000 каждый месяц. И сегодня мы, несомненно, обязаны рассказать вам о нем.
Здравствуйте, рад приветствовать вас на нашей программе.
Приветствую вас тоже. Кто бы мог подумать, что мы сможем так быстро присоединиться к этому удивительному проекту.
Речь идет о Quantum AI, уникальной системе автоматической торговли, к которой может присоединиться абсолютно каждый.
Это действительно удивительная находка. Теперь даже не имея специальных знаний, вы можете начать получать приличный доход. А те $4000 это только начало. Возможности значительно шире.
Мы начали обсуждать эту идею в начале года, и сейчас мы горды представить ее миру. Ваш шанс изменить свою жизнь уже здесь.
Просто попробуйте начать работать с Quantum AI, и вы сами убедитесь, насколько это легко.
Toxic laundry detergent has been linked to possible diseases we are constantly seeing across the country. Our families are at risk. All known brands have been thoroughly tested by the University of Washington, and the toxicity found is truly scary. Toxic chemicals that are left behind in our clothes is absorbed through our skin daily. The list of carcinogens not labeled has been linked to cancer as well as other life-threatening diseases. The dangers of laundry detergents are real, and that's because most manufacturers are not required to reveal every ingredient that is used. Scientific Ideas to eliminate the dangers of laundry detergent has come up with a truly effective method. There's an unusual solution called toxic-free laundry magnets that takes just seconds to place in the washer, and it's creating a buzz. This groundbreaking method not only cleans your clothes effectively, but also reduces health risks associated with chemical detergents. In a comprehensive study, it's been revealed how common laundry detergents are linked to numerous health issues. These toxic-free laundry magnets completely reverse this issue. Simply use them during your laundry cycle and continue with your daily routine. It's that simple. This new method is already helping thousands to clean their clothes without exposing themselves or their families to harmful chemicals. As a result, they feel relieved and healed of past ailments. They no longer face potential health risks from detergent exposure. Now it's your turn to benefit from this successful method. You won't believe how something so simple can make such a difference. You might have tried organic solutions or even considered hand washing all your clothes. Before you decide, try these new laundry magnets and enjoy toxin-free cleanliness. However, big detergent companies might not want this solution to become mainstream, fearing it could impact their sales significantly. Address your laundry problems before they become bigger health issues. If you buy your laundry detergent from your local supermarket, most likely there are carcinogens within the product that are not labeled. Click the Learn More button for a free video demonstration. Live a life with no more toxic detergent worries. A life where you never have to spend excessively on cleaning products again. The detergent industry might not want this method to be widely known, but it's too effective to keep secret. Let's stop those that poison for profit. Click the Learn More link while it's still accessible. If you're really serious about living a healthier, toxin-free life, then this new finding may surprise you. Over 38,979 people have already benefited from these toxic-free laundry magnets. They not only eliminate water toxoid syndrome, but also save money on detergent and water bills. Watch this revealing video before big detergent companies succeed in getting it taken down. Remember, there's a deadly pandemic that's completely rampant right now, and if you wash your clothes with detergent, you're likely affected.
2018 World Cup, Russia intensified its crackdowns on smuggling. However, due to high business profits in Russia, many Chinese merchants persisted. Regular Chinese companies in Russia do not receive special treatment due to friendly relations between the two nations. After the 2014 Crimea crisis, Russia's attitude towards these Chinese companies shifted to normal business treatment, and officials could no longer make things difficult for them. However, in China, Russians can benefit commercially from Chinese goodwill towards Russia. A Russian youth, Volov, came to Beijing Language University in 2012 and started a business in China 4 years later. He began in the wine business and occasionally appeared on small variety shows. His polite manner did not make him stand out in China's busy market. In May 2019, Volov's fortune changed overnight when he started expressing his love for China in an exaggerated manner in videos. Using Mandarin with a foreign accent, he said, "I've always used Huawei phones, already on my third one. I love China. Our China is so powerful. Powerful, my China." His simplicity bordered on naivete. His social media followers rapidly increased, along with his income. Within a few years, Volov bought a car and house in Hangzhou. By 2021, he had become an internet celebrity with over 13 million followers. Volov obtained a Chinese ID card, but his permanent residency is still pending. The outbreak of the Russia-Ukraine war in 2022 and the friendly relations between China and Russia, coupled with the admiration of Putin among the Chinese people, led many to enthusiastically buy Russian products. From sausages to chocolates, Russian goods were quickly sold out on some e-commerce platforms. In the first half of this year, a Chinese person impersonating a Russian became an internet celebrity, gaining over 300,000 followers in 2 months. This person, nicknamed Paul Caucasian, was inspired by the protagonist of the novel How the Steel Was Tempered. Using deepfake technology and artificial intelligence, he created the image of a Russian with a beard, speaking with a Henan accent in a foreign tone, claiming to be an elite of the Russian Chechen Special Forces fighting for Russia in the Ukraine war. He starts his videos with, "Hello, friends of China," and ends with, "The red flag will never fall, hurrah." Paul Caucasian's real identity is Wang Kangmei. His live streams were filled with dramatic and exaggerated elements, such as claiming to have seized Zelensky's car and even capturing American soldiers. Although these stories are obviously untrue, his followers seemed unconcerned about these details. His real appeal lay in his criticism of the United States, which resonated with the emotions of many Chinese viewers. He also used his platform to sell so-called Russian specialties, earning a significant amount from selling Russian milk powder alone. His slogan, "Every order you place is like firing a bullet at the US military," ignited the enthusiasm of Chinese consumers. Within a few months, Paul Caucasian gained hundreds of thousands of followers and sales figures in the hundreds of thousands, receiving countless rewards. When his real identity and story were revealed, Paul Caucasian had to delete all his videos and changed his account name to Wang Kangmei, shifting his focus to anti-American content. Unfortunately, he had encroached upon the turf of patriotic influencers and was subsequently banned. This case caused a sensation in the industry. A well-known internet personality revealed that Paul Caucasian was actually a supporter of Ukraine, and he posted videos to gauge the reaction of Chinese Russia supporters. He found that they were easily deceived by such tactics. This phenomenon reflects the blind worship of Russia among the Chinese public, especially the fascination with Putin. The CCP government is no exception, buying into the Eurasian empire dream portrayed by Russia. In this context, Russia is naturally seen as a formidable entity, with the CCP playing a compliant role. In such an atmosphere, the losses encountered by BOC Aviation, a subsidiary of the Bank of China, and Aeroflot's use of the insurance company NSK to deal with the seized planes for a mere $200 million is not surprising. The Chinese government's blind spots in handling international relations and limitations in its global political strategy have become apparent.
I mean, listen, for those that watched the Jetsons growing up, this is Jetsons technology. I feel so confident that Danny Dang is going to make your cooking abilities at home so much better. Microwave is the cleanest, healthiest way of cooking. It just is. I can make something indiscernible, as you say, but I can do it in half the time. Why not? Because it's not cooking over fire. It's faster, because I don't have to wait and get a big tub of water boiling. It's tasting better because I'm not losing any flavor in the water. It's something I can cook in. It's something that I can serve. It's something I can store food in. It's also something I can reheat food in. So it is indispensable at how I cook at home.
Few guarantees in life. This isn't one of those guarantees.
the wake of President Biden's meeting with China's president, we turn now to a story about the big increase in Chinese migrants coming through the U.S. border down in Mexico. Border Patrol agents arrested more than 24,000 Chinese people for crossing the U.S. southern border illegally over the past year through September. That's more than 10 times higher than the previous year, and part of the overall rise in illegal border crossings that has made headlines. Elizabeth Palmer shows us why the Chinese migrants are willing to risk everything for a chance to make it to America.
A group of migrants struggle through the rain and mud of the Panamanian jungle toward the U.S. border.
People are risking their lives because they want the American dream.
Wang is one of them. I'm surviving on chocolate bars, he says, and running out of drinking water. He videoed the whole grueling trek, undertaken by people from all over the world, including recently a record number from China. Since January, border officials have processed more than 10 times as many Chinese migrants as last year. A surge of people with their hopes crushed by China's weak economy, repression, and corruption. The government wanted my family's land, Chen Yishao explains, and he's got video of what he says are thugs sent to beat them up. At the border, American volunteers help out the new arrivals. Samuel Schultz.
We're used to seeing border crossers here, Central Americans, Mexicans, trying to avoid the border patrol. And here we have this giant mass of Asians coming in saying, please arrest me. Where's the guy who's going to arrest me?
The route is an open secret. First from China to Quito in Ecuador, which Chinese can enter without a visa, and then onward with detailed online advice. In this video, for example, a guide shows Quito Airport on Google Maps. If you land at night, he says, don't go outside. Next morning, catch the bus to Tolcan and carry on north. The online cartoons make it look easy. It's not.
It's very, very dangerous.
Immigration lawyer Xiaoshang Wang represents Chinese migrants in the U.S.
They could be killed, they could be raped, they could be robbed. It's just really, really risky. I keep warning people, don't come this way.
The poor rural town of Changla in China's southeast is famous for the number of migrants who've left from here for America. But for most, the price, more than $5,000, is just too high. One local woman who scrapes by selling secondhand textiles told us, my brother and his family left years ago. Of course I want to go too, but wishing won't do it. I need cash. On the U.S. border, more and more have found the cash to gamble on a new life, even though Attorney Wang says about 30% will be deported. But
70% of the people would be allowed to settle down in the U.S. In the meantime, the U.S. economy is growing very fast, and a lot of employers need low-pay employees. So that's kind of a win-win situation.
And the biggest win of all is to have left China far behind. Hallelujah! For CBS Mornings, I'm Elizabeth Palmer in Tokyo.
It is shocking how far they've come. And, you know, Mark Esper was here yesterday, the former Secretary of Defense, talking about how China's weak economy, high youth unemployment, that's what's driving a lot of these people here.
It's a huge number, 24,000. Those are the ones that turned themselves in or were captured, and you wonder how many were not. And that's only one part of the border situation. You've got Congress working on the Santos question, and you wonder, could they pay some attention to what's going on down there? We need a lot more of everything, right? There's more enforcement, there's more judges needed, there's more legal pathways needed. All of it. It's a mess, and meanwhile, our mind is elsewhere.
You're right about that, Tom.
People are coming from farther and farther.
Your health is your biggest asset. Find Anthem Blue Cross plans starting at $0 a month. Apply in 5 to 10 minutes for a secure future at healthforcalifornia.com.
The beginning of the pause will be 7 a.m. Friday, the 24th of November, and it will last, of course, as agreed, for 4 days. And the first batch of civilians to be released from Gaza will be around 4 p.m. of the same day. They will be 13 in number, all women and children, and those hostages who are from the same families will be put together within the same patch. Obviously, every day will include a number of civilians, as agreed, to total 50 within the 4 days. The criteria on which to prioritize the hostages was purely humanitarian, as you know, and our focus was on getting the women and children out of harm's way as soon as possible, which is basically what we are doing within this agreement. The need is so great in Gaza that no matter how much aid you are going to bring in, there will be certainly more need for aid, but we are hoping to bring in as much as possible within the confines of the deal. And of course, our aim is for this deal to end with a lasting truce. Right now, of course, the confines of this deal are these 4 days that are subject to a second phase and following phases of expanding the pause through the formula of getting more hostages out and therefore getting more time for the pause. As agreed, to total 50 within.
The Tigray region in northern Ethiopia is known for its assembly of rock-hewn churches. Sculpted out of sandstone, the most wondrous of these is Abuna Yamata Ga. There's only one way up. You have to climb this cliff face. Welcome to the world's most perilous church. Established in the 5th century, the church is named after its founder and builder, Father Yamata. Perched 650 feet above a steep cliff, some say he chose its location to be closer to heavenly spirits. Others argue it was a strategic move to avoid his enemies. Either way, the church's location, ceiling frescoes, and precious goatskin Bible have attracted worshippers for centuries. The church has 20 clergymen and is managed by this high-ranking priest. He has lived here for over 47 years, and he makes the climb every day.
أنا دما كشي غور رفائيل أسرسها يبهال أزي تكريستيان زي نوارئية أقلقالي قداسي وداسئية أزي دما زلمسو أقايش مسأنا قادي كوينز تقمتكو كل جزية دما وزئية.
For fearless worshippers, the 2-hour trek to the top begins by hiking to the bottom of the rock from the valley below. Visitors must first remove their shoes before climbing.
نساتهم ما عاد يمكن يوصلوا فرحمه كم تصعد فيه مسلم لحرقن أتاوينا أو زحازو أو زرقصونا بالنقن نساتهم كعات تاويعم يوصوا أي ملسي سلين حبر لهم أي ملسي متشوي لأن أنا نحبر لهم.
The final obstacle to the church's entrance can test the most ardent pilgrim's faith. A narrow cliff ledge with a deadly drop to the left and no room for error. Once through, you may think you're in heaven, but you've never felt more alive.
كل هزبي أو زي كريستيانتي زي سجدي أو زي كريستيانتي زي سالمي يلن بنا እግዚአብሔር حيلي ስለዝኾነ እዩ ትኾም ዝይሉ أو زي كوينيو أم ميدا خي يخون لو قدل تسقيلنيو مالتي.
Israel is at war in an unprovoked, murderous attack that has claimed the lives of hundreds of Israelis.
Stadium redevelopments don't get any bigger than this. The Santiago Bernabeu, home of Spanish football giants Real Madrid, is about to complete an epic transformation that's unlike anything we've seen before. Plans to turn it into the best stadium in the world have finally become reality after 4 years of construction, and the results are pretty astonishing. What was already one of Europe's most famous grounds has had the most incredible facelift, and it's now re-emerging as a modern, multi-purpose, state-of-the-art arena that could soon have other big clubs and cities taking notes. From a stunning wraparound facade to a retractable roof and pitch, it's the ultimate upgrade, and it all had to be done under heavy restrictions. This is the story of how the Bernabeu was reborn, and why it could kick off a new era of stadium design. Ask any football fan to write a list of the world's most iconic stadiums, and this is certainly going to be on it. The Santiago Bernabeu in Spain. Located just off the city's main thoroughfare, it's been the home of 14-time European champions Real Madrid since 1947. And it's become one of the capital's biggest landmarks. Now, over the years, there have been multiple refurbs, like the roof that was put in ahead of the 1982 World Cup. Then, in 1992, 4 entrance towers were added, and the stadium was changed to an all-seater, removing all standing room. But it was during Real's General Assembly in 2011 that the club approved the Bernabeu's most significant redevelopment yet. At the meeting, Real's president, Florentino Perez, invited architects to come up with a design that would meet its ambitious requirements. These included an avant-garde skin surrounding the stadium that would dramatically change its character, shading and protecting all seats from weather inclemencies. And crucially, it would need to be more than just a football ground. The club wanted a stadium that can host other sports, concerts and entertainment events, creating new revenue streams. It was a similar story over at London's Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which was designed by Populous. That venue can now also host NFL games. We caught up with Christopher Lee, who was the project director.
Now that you can move, 10 and 15,000 tons of equipment pretty quickly and pretty smoothly, the ability to reconfigure that building to virtually accommodate, Beyonce one night, Real Madrid or Tottenham the next, onto an NFL game the day after, I think is super exciting.
In the case of the Bernabeu, making it more profitable became a key priority for the club. A revamp could turn it into an even bigger attraction, helping to bring more tourists to the city, as Perez explained in 2019, just before construction began.
Este gran proyecto se convertirá en una pieza clave para el Real Madrid del futuro, pero también lo será para la ciudad de Madrid. Y lo será porque el nuevo estadio Bernabéu, situado en el corazón de Madrid, será el mejor estadio del mundo.
Now, if you're not familiar with these kind of projects, a stadium upgrade will usually involve adding more seating, perhaps a new stand, or an overhaul of the amenities. The appearance might not change a great deal. But this one sees the Bernabeu become virtually unrecognisable. Yes, the club that once gave us the Galacticos now has a stadium that looks truly out of this world. And like its current team of superstars, all of this hasn't come cheap. It's expected to cost over $1 billion, which is around 10 Jude Bellinghams. It's also not far off what Tottenham spent on their new stadium, which was a complete new build. Back to that design challenge. The winning bid from architects L35, GMP and Rebus & Rebus was announced in 2014. They proposed building an enveloping steel facade which images could be projected onto, along with a 360-degree video screen and a fixed roof that is fully closable. There'd also be new shops, entertainment and leisure facilities on the east and west sides, more green areas and public space, and a 5-storey underground car park.
Are you ready?
Oh my God!
Don't miss out on Black Friday deals at Best Buy. Shop now and save.
An explosion at the U.S.-Canadian border, driving up tensions ahead of Thanksgiving. The black...
Damn.
Shanghai begins to detain Halloween cosplayers, further impacting the market. In 2030 for the United States, young China caught up with middle-aged America, and it's 9 years, respectively. China's share of global births has dropped from 26% to 7%, while the percentage of people aged 65 and above has risen from 16% to 26%. This trend is expected to continue. China's policies promoting second and third children have all failed, and its birth rate is the lowest globally. China needs to wake up from the Chinese dream of the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation and face the rapid decline in population and civilization it is currently experiencing. The future of U.S.-China relations. According to the author of this article, Yi Fuxian, the trajectory of U.S.-China relations, influenced by flawed assessments stemming from inaccurate population data, pose grave risks for both nations and the global landscape. Yi said that in 2016, his perspective has resonated with U.S. decision-makers. Following President Biden's election, Ryan Haas, the White House Director for China Policy during the Obama administration, curated the future of U.S. policy toward China recommendations for the Biden administration. The primary report, authored by Jeffrey Bader, former Asia Director for the Clinton and Obama administrations, singularly referenced my article. Recently, President Biden alluded to China's demographic challenges as a ticking time bomb, seemingly drawing from Yi's work, The End of the Chinese Century, published in the Syndicate. While the U.S. population maintains growth and possesses a relatively youthful demographic structure, it faces a gradual decline due to aging. In contrast, U.S. allies confront swift aging. The G7 countries' share of the global economy has dwindled from 64% in 2002 to 44% in 2022, with a further anticipated decline. Crises in Ukraine and Gaza have left these nations scrambling, necessitating China's collaboration to...
Today we're going to talk about how to block the effects of sugar and other carbs and other things as well. If the person's on the ketogenic diet and they somehow come off the ketogenic diet and they eat something that they shouldn't be eating, and how do they neutralize the effects of that? That's what we're going to talk about. All right, so let's start with number one, sugar. Your friend has just eaten some sugar. What should they do to counteract the effects of the sugar? Now, the damaging part of sugar is that it tends to act like rust in your arteries, destroys your energy factories, your mitochondria. You have something called the glycemic index, right, of foods. So you eat a certain food, and the higher the sugar, the higher the spike, and it creates damage. And so each carbohydrate has an index from high to low, and you also have something else called the glycemic load, and that's looking at the carbohydrate in food, but it's also taking into consideration fiber, because fiber tends to buffer and inhibit this sugar spike. And so out of all the carbohydrates, fiber, which is a carbohydrate, has no effect on insulin. So other carbohydrates will raise insulin, but not fiber. So it's neutral. And so the more something has fiber in it, the less the sugar effects. Like carrots, for example, are loaded with fiber, and so it's really hard to spike the blood sugar if you're consuming a carrot. Unless you juice the carrot and just drink the juice, right? Carrot juice, which I used to do a long time ago. So what you need to understand if your friend consumes some sugar is to recommend that they start consuming some fiber right away. And if there's fiber in a salad, that would be the best thing, because that will buffer or slow the effect of this spike. The other thing to know about sugar is that sugar, especially refined sugar, depletes you of potassium, B1, zinc, and magnesium. And so if you were to take some electrolytes and B vitamins and trace minerals, that will counteract the deficiencies that you just created from that sugar. So that's just a way of kind of minimizing the side effects from that. Grains, because eventually grains turn into sugar. And there's different things about grains that you need to know. Number one, you have the refined grains, right? So if you're consuming refined grains, it's going to deplete you of certain nutrients, because when you refine the grain, it's like empty of nutrients. So when you consume that, your body starts to metabolize it, and then it needs to pull from its reserves certain nutrients to burn it up. And so this is why the more refined grains or even sugar that you consume, the more of certain nutrients that you need, because refined foods does not come with these nutrients. So you have to tap into your own reserves to be able to process them or digest them. So refined grains have their own issues, but then you have the whole grains.
And
whole grains has some nutrients, not as much as you might think, but it also has something called phytic acid and other anti-nutrients. So the phytic acid actually blocks you from absorbing certain minerals. So if you're consuming whole grains, you might want to consume an oyster or some shellfish to get those minerals back, because shellfish, especially oysters, are loaded with zinc. The other big problem with grains is the gluten. That's the protein in the wheat or some other grain. So you can have a gluten allergy, you can have a gluten intolerance, but it can really tear up and create inflammation in your gut on so many people, especially because they did hybrids of grains, especially wheat. And they don't just come with more carbs, they come with more protein in some cases. And that protein can do some interesting things to your gut. It can even mimic a bit of morphine, which numbs the pain that it creates, making you think it's totally fine to consume, right? So you keep eating it, and then sometime down the road, you have this gut inflammation that creates all sorts of other additional problems that you didn't suspect. So just as a side note, to counter inflammation in your gut, okay, let's say you want to counter that, you can take glutamine or consume foods high in glutamine. What would that be? Meat. And this is why when someone goes on a meat diet or a carnivore diet and gets all this glutamine from that, they tend to heal their guts, as long as they're not consuming at the same time the sugar and the grains and the starches, things like that. So this video is all about neutralizing the effects of some of these carbs and other things as well. The other thing refined grains depletes is vitamin E. And there's a big correlation between a vitamin E deficiency and angina, because the heart needs that vitamin E. In fact, if you're low in vitamin E, your muscles, including your heart muscle, will work harder, and you might have more weakness within the muscle. So when you think of eating refined grains or your friend eating refined grains, think of deficiencies in the B complex, especially B1 and other B vitamins, as well as vitamin E. So you want to put those back to neutralize the effects. You can even consume some nutritional yeast, kind of get your natural Bs. Just make sure that they're not enriched with synthetic B vitamins. Also, I want to mention, if you're consuming grain foods like breads, pasta, things like that in Europe, people have less bloating because they ferment the grains longer, which actually tends to break down more carbs because the microbes eat the carbs. And also it can actually break down a lot of the gluten as well. And all that enrichment of iron and synthetic vitamins will tend to make your gut feel very heavy. The other thing about grains is a lot of times they'll use Roundup Ready, or called glyphosate, which is a herbicide, to kind of dry out these grains. So now you're consuming this grain that has these chemicals in it, which is not good. So make sure you have an organic grain if you're going to do grains. As another side note, I want to mention the chemistry of glucose is very similar to the chemistry of vitamin C. So if you're eating sugar, right, don't expect any vitamin C absorption because it's competitive. And this is why when people take like those vitamin C gummies, I mean, they're just loaded with sugar. You're not getting any vitamin C. So just realize that glucose blocks vitamin C. So one thing you need to do, or tell your friend when they consume this carb or sugar, to have more vitamin C foods. The food that has the most vitamin C is the sauerkraut, but then you also have bell peppers, lemons, or really any of the leafy greens has a good amount of vitamin C. And I also want to mention berries. Any of the berries are a good source of vitamin C. When you start consuming fruit, okay, people always ask me about fruit. Is fruit bad? Well, yeah, it's high in sugar, and our bodies were designed to consume moderate amounts of fruit that wasn't genetically made sweeter. But nowadays, they are produced with more carbs and sugar contents. But also fruit is seasonal, right? But we have it all year round. But is there a big difference between fruit and high fructose corn syrup? Yes, there's a huge difference. The fruit has the fiber, okay? High fructose corn syrup is like drinking this pure fructose and glucose, and it creates a completely different effect than if you were to even like get your fructose from the juice from a fruit, because you have the antioxidants. You see, if someone's a diabetic, right, and they have high levels of sugar in the blood, and if you're a diabetic, you should know this. You have all these side effects, these complications from diabetes. You can greatly neutralize a lot of those side effects by just consuming antioxidants from vegetables, and also things like benfotiamine is a really good one, or alpha-lipoic acid. I mean, a lot of diabetics get like peripheral neuropathy of their feet, where their feet are numb or painful. If they just took some benfotiamine or alpha-lipoic acid, they would at least not feel that pain anymore, because it decreases the complications of diabetes. Diabetes affects 4 areas: your brain and nervous system, your vascular, your arteries, and the eyes and the kidneys. So, of course, changing your diet is the ultimate solution. But also, just to counteract or neutralize some of these other effects, you can just start eating these high antioxidant foods. And you can also exercise. You may have high blood glucose, not necessarily from eating carbs, but it can come from stress. It can come from not sleeping. It can come from various reasons. Let's say you're on a ketogenic diet and you haven't transitioned and your body's still producing sugar because it has really bad insulin resistance. You can counteract a lot of that just by exercising every single day, because that burns off the sugar and it actually strengthens the mitochondria. It actually makes new mitochondria. And then there's another thing you can do, like a lot of people are on metformin, being a diabetic. If you were to take berberine, for example, it's a natural remedy. There's studies that show that it can create a similar effect, but with less side effects. Cinnamon is another thing you can take. Just put some cinnamon on your toast and sugar, on your butter where you make the cinnamon toast. I'm just being sarcastic. But cinnamon actually can help stabilize blood sugars. And so can apple cider vinegar. That helps to neutralize some of the effects of consuming sugar and refined carbs. One from acidifying the stomach, another from just helping your blood sugars. So you'll find that if you have some apple cider vinegar in the morning when you wake up, if you did have some carbs, your sugars will be a little bit better from the apple cider vinegar. And the other point I want to bring about that, because since we're on the topic of your blood sugars, is that if you consume lean protein, as in whey protein powder, you can actually spike insulin. That's the thing that helps to control blood glucose. Now, there's something called the insulin index, and that is looking at all the non-carbohydrate things that can increase insulin, that go beyond just like sugar and things like that. So the thing that really spikes the insulin is the whey protein, because there's absolutely no fat in there. So this leads us to the next point. Fat has one of the least effects on insulin. Like fiber and fat, they don't trigger insulin too much. So fat is a way to buffer the insulin response. So if you have the choice between egg whites and the whole egg, always have the whole egg. Or a fatty hamburger versus a lean piece of meat, do the fatty hamburger. If you have the choice between a fatty nut like macadamia nuts or maybe pecans, those are much better than the nuts that are leaner. Or whole fat kefir or cheese versus low fat or no fat cheese, huge difference. Go for the fat. The fat will buffer the insulin response from the protein. Another thing that will help you neutralize the bad effects from the sugar is fasting. Okay, if you fast, definitely do regular intermittent fasting, but a periodic prolonged fast will greatly help reduce the damage that that sugar has done to your cells. I think if we combine certain things, we can create a cool effect. Let's say you had a salad, right? You have the fiber in there. Doesn't have a lot of sugar in there. We add the apple cider vinegar to it, and then we add the olive oil. Okay, we have fat, we have the vinegar, we have the fiber. So the oil actually helps pull the fat-soluble nutrients out of the salad, and this combination is kind of a nice compounding effect of one meal to help counter maybe some bad things that a person ate. Now, I talked about sugar, I talked about grains. Now I want to talk about alcohol a bit. Alcohol is from grains, and alcohol depletes you of B1. Alcohol is detoxified from the liver as a toxin, so it takes priority, and it creates damage to your liver and inflammation, etc. So if you happen to have known of someone who has drank some alcohol, tell them to counter it by consuming B1, vitamin B1, or nutritional yeast, but B1's a good one. They probably won't have a hangover from that. Pickle juice also is a good kind of an electrolyte that can help counter that, or just taking electrolytes in general can help reduce the effects of a hangover, which is the toxicity that you're feeling of what's happening in the liver. And anything that you take to damage the liver, milk thistle is a good antidote or neutralization factor. Milk thistle is good for anything poisonous, whether you had a snake bite or consumed a poisonous mushroom, or you drank alcohol or took Tylenol, or the next thing in the issue, which is drugs. If you're on certain drugs, they can damage the liver. Take some milk thistle. That will help counter or neutralize some of the bad effect. If you're on a statin drug, make sure you take coenzyme Q10, or you may end up with some muscle damage. If you're a diabetic and you take metformin, make sure you take B1 and B12. And if you're on an antibiotic, make sure you take a probiotic. If you're on an antacid, really you just need to take betaine hydrochloride, because that antacid is going to get rid of acid in your stomach. And usually the true cause of an acidic stomach is a lack of acid. So a lot of times you'll go from bad to worse. So if you start to add more acid in there, it will actually help neutralize some of the side effects that it's creating, which is a lack of stomach acid. Number 4 is if you, let's say you consumed a lot of salt or like sodium, and you started retaining sodium and you wanted to neutralize some of the effects. Let's say it affected your blood pressure. Just take potassium. Potassium helps counter the bad effects of sodium. So you're going to get rid of fluid retention, you're going to feel less bloated, and potassium is really good to help maintain blood pressure too. So have a big salad or some high potassium food. And the same thing goes with like sugar. If you eat a lot of sugar, you deplete potassium, and then without potassium, your pulse rate starts going higher and higher and higher. And so again, an antidote for a high pulse rate would be that potassium. Number 5 is not a carbohydrate, but it's called oxalates. And then since we're on the topic of kind of neutralizing things, I just want to mention it. When someone gets on the ketogenic diet, they usually are doing spinach and they're usually doing some chocolate, like some no sugar chocolate, and almonds or almond flour. All of those are a bit high in oxalates. So if you were to consume some cheese with any one of those, you would help to minimize the bad effects of that. And also, I almost forgot, magnesium. Magnesium will also reduce the effects of that as well. Now, since I mentioned salt or sodium, let's also mention the drinking too much water. Let's say you drank a lot of water, and just so you know, drinking too much water can dilute the blood of sodium, and it can create some serious problems called hyponatremia, and your brain can swell. People have died by consuming a gallon of water in a short period of time, like 3 hours. So you want to drink when you're thirsty, and make sure you don't overdrink. But the solution, the antidote, is just to take some salt if you drink too much water, and other electrolytes as well. Number 7, if someone goes on the ketogenic diet and they do intermittent fasting, what happens is the demand for minerals and B vitamins goes up. So some people, if they're not taking electrolytes or B vitamins or eating foods high in those nutrients, they can end up with some side effects like keto rash, keto fatigue, things like that. Number 8 is not food, but I think it's kind of an important just to bring up. It's just stress, okay? How do you neutralize the effects of stress? Well, what does stress do? It can deplete you of zinc, B1, magnesium. So, of course, taking B1 would be very good to help counter stress. You will find if you take B1, your anxiety will go away. You'll feel less anxious. A magnesium deficiency will cause cramping in the legs and fatigue. If you take magnesium, you'll have more energy, you have more endurance, and you have less leg cramps. And stress also depletes zinc. So when you're low on zinc, you may find your testosterone goes down, your immune system goes down, and if you're very deficient, you might even notice your smell and taste go away as well. And another way to counter the bad effects of stress is exercise, long walks, and physical work. You want to do something that just pulls you out of your head, and sleep as well. Sleep is the antidote to stress. Now, because of the censoring and the suppressing of the algorithms on YouTube, it's becoming more difficult to find my content. And there's a lot of content that I cannot put on YouTube, unfortunately. So to make sure you have full access of all my information, go to drberg.com and subscribe to my newsletter by clicking the link down below in the description. I will see you on the other side.
Bo, the feeling going into this game, is it different than what you experienced last year?
No, not really. It's just another game, and we want to go out there and execute at a high level. And obviously what happened last year is not something that we want to have happen again, so we just got to make sure we go out there and finish the game.
On that cinematic video, you said you've never been as dialed in as you were in that AFC game. How do you maintain that? How do you keep that play that high?
Well, just preparation and film study with coach, and just make sure that I'm locked in, ready for the game.
What particularly, like, you said you never felt that dialed in, like what in particular made you feel that way?
I don't know, I guess just preparation, and just seeing the field and just reading my cues, and we were all just kind of locked in and got some really good plays off and helped us in that first half.
I know the fourth quarter of last year's game was being shown basically on loop upstairs. When you're seeing it, what's going through your mind?
obviously, you don't want to let that happen again. Hurry up and get out of the locker room as fast as possible so I don't have to watch it.
What is it about their third down defense that's been so effective this year?
Well, they're just exotic. They do a lot of different things. I got to really make sure that, I look at my indicators and we're getting the right plays and the right calls. And, it starts with all of us. And, obviously, I got to do my job and make sure that I'm super focused and locked in on those downs.
Last week they had the ball in the second half for 22 minutes. Is it kind of a challenge when the other team goes on a 10-minute scoring drive and you haven't seen the field for a while?
Yeah, it's challenging, and it's tough. You kind of get out of rhythm. You get a little tight, so you got to make sure you stay loose on the sideline. Just keep the guys engaged if that happens.
Well, going into your last home game here, did you take any time this week to reflect on these past 2 years and your journey here?
Oh, yeah. I spent a lot of time, knowing it's my last one. It's kind of sad just because of all the good memories I got in there, but at the same time, all good things come to an end. And you just got to make sure that, you make the last one worthwhile and you don't miss an opportunity to go out, on a good note.
How does this rivalry compare to the Iron Bowl?
It's a great rivalry. I think each rivalry is different. Every rivalry has their own history and, their own tradition. And obviously this is one that's been played for a really long time. It's just an honor to be able to play in it and be a part of it.
What do you hope your legacy is here?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's just all about what the players and coaches that I play with, say. I think, that means most to me than anything, and just how I made them feel, what kind of mark I made on them, and then, I think at the end of the day, the playing, I think that, kind of takes care of the fans and the whole, outlook of the whole entire program. I think, what you do on the field obviously has a lot to do with legacy, and so, like I said, I just want to make sure to go out there and execute and finish strong.
What has this place meant to you for your 2 years?
I mean, it's meant the most. I don't think I could have picked a better place, and the support and the overall positive outlook on things that has happened in 2 years. I never would have imagined, it'd be this awesome, but it's a special place. It's special people, special university, awesome teammates, awesome coaches, awesome support staff, and like I said, I don't think I could be anywhere better.
When the stakes are as big as they are in this one, winning, you guys playing for a championship, staying alive in the playoff, losing, a lot of that goes away. How much do you relish that? At the same time, you don't want to make that be too burdensome in the mind.
Well, that's been our case for the past few weeks, really all season, to be honest with you. That's how, the situation has played out, and so nothing's really got to change. We know we got one left, and that's all you can ask for. You put in this situation, and there's a chance, and all you can play for is a chance, and I think it comes down to us and how much we're willing to do for it. And I know everybody's going to want it on Friday, but it's what you're willing to give, what you're willing to do, that's going to, I think, separate.
With as big as a move as was geographically for you, how much do you appreciate the last 2 years, like how invested your family has been too? Not just Izzy, but your sister was here earlier in the year for a birthday. Your parents have come out to countless road games.
Yeah.
Like how this was really a family decision.
Yeah, it was. I think their support has meant, the most to me, and they've always been there from ups and the downs. Somebody has been at my games, each week, and so their support for Izzy and I has been very special. I'm just extremely blessed to have a family like mine, and I know it's not over. Hopefully, they'll be able to come to countless more and just experience that with me.
How tough is Friday going to be for Dad, given that you're playing?
He's playing right at the same time. It's not going to be easy for him, and he'd do a whole lot to be there for me and Tez, and he's going to miss it, but at the same time, he's doing something very special himself, and I'm happy and proud of him. He's had to go through a lot this year, and himself, he's just, the epitome of, overcoming adversity, and he's been through a lot himself, and he continues to prove why, he's one of my heroes, and why, I want to look up to him and be like him when I get older, and he knows all this stuff, so I'm not saying anything new, but I'm excited for him, excited for the opportunity he has, and he better go out there and win. That's all I know.
This isn't your first go-through in terms of the senior day here. You did it last year. What did you learn or take away from that experience in terms of balancing the emotions of everything and then focusing on the game?
Well, last year I think honestly that whole week it was kind of the teetering on the line of coming back or not, and so at the time I wanted to do senior day just in case I did leave, and fortunately I got to come back and experience another year, and now I get to go out there and do it again, and it's just special, and I don't want to take it for granted, and I know a lot of guys senior day is really important for them, and it is for me, and so it's going to be a special time. It's going to be a special day. There's going to be a lot of guys on that field that have done a lot for Oregon, for the program, and it's a special group. And so just to be able to be a part of that, be able to have my name and a part of theirs, it's it's special, and not many people get that opportunity.
How does the second year help you?
Well, I think I've been honestly completely different when it comes to preparation, a completely different confidence, and I think my standards raised a little bit. I think my level of intent.
Did you see it? Look, it's right there. Dad, do you guys have any Valentine's Day plans? You see it? Isn't it so cute? The tiniest little backflip. Look, you shooting at the thing? No, okay, I'll fix it. No! Okay, we're good. Chat, this fucking thing is gonna drive me insane. Oh my god. It's literally gonna drive me insane. Here, and it's comfy. Thank you. Hi, B-Fire. Thank you for the 29 months. The W's ready, y'all? Dude, I'm about to fucking make this. It's like Liza P. I'm like throwing for content, I actually don't know how. I actually do know how to build this. I'm just pretending that I don't, This one I can see Snubble chewed on. Because, it's got a little dog bite mark. Oh my god, please. Oh! The likes of IKEA. Why is IKEA screwing me so hard right now? What if I just push this in? Is that possible? If my nail wasn't broken, I swear this would be so much easier, but I can't use any of my nail strength. It's really annoying. Push it in? Yep. Should I force it? I don't know if that's a great idea. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'll force it. What if I push it in from the other side? Do you think that'll be better? I just don't feel like it fits. This is so annoying. I push it on the other side. Use the back door. Never had that problem, to be honest. Should I use the back side, like, actually, or are you memeing? The dog was chilling with Alexia. She has a little baby. just pushed it in. It doesn't even fit. Like, it literally doesn't even fit. Maybe we need to do it the normal way? Okay, well, I'm fucked, because it doesn't even fit. It literally doesn't even fit. Okay, let me see if I can force it. Oh, yeah, it doesn't even fit. It's so annoying. Okay, I broke it apart, but don't break it. How did the other ones fit? It's like the little, like, circle is just not fitting. Actually, wait, I might have fixed it. If I do it on the ground, I think it might work. It's like this one is just too wide for whatever reason. How did you do the other ones? Okay, so it's like this little, like, screw. I don't know if you guys can see this. Wait. And, like, the teeth need to go in. For whatever reason, it doesn't want to go in. The tooth, when it's not in focus, it does look like a tooth. Listen, what does that even mean? Ay, ay, ay. I can see it on this side, but I can't see it. Anytime I put pressure on it, it just closes. And tap it in. The button? What does that mean? Hey, stop. Oh, the butt end of a hammer? Yeah, I have a hammer. Is that a real thing people say? Maybe. Chad, I'm so frustrated. Oh, I got it. Let me try hammer. If I do it this way, and I use gravity, it just closes. This is so annoying. Yeah, I got it. This is why I hate IKEA. Like, it never works for me. It works for everybody else, it never works for me. It's always like inconsistent. Because if I use the butt end of a hammer, I have to do it like this way. Makes me want to play League of Legends. I'm not gonna lie. She's an 8-foot Amazonian woman.
Okay, smart security team. Anything happening? sensitivity is so common. Immediately it feels like, somebody's poking directly on their nerve. I recommend Sensodyne. Sensodyne toothpaste goes inside the tooth and calms the nerve down. And my patients say, doc, it really works.
With cookie and cookie dough. Kinda makes you wonder which came first, the cookie or the cookie dough. So embarrassing.
So if I do this, why can't I make this fit? I don't know. Maybe it's not folded properly. Okay. Thank you for the raid. We're just trying to build this shelf, and I've been struggling, stuck on this shelf for like ever, and I'm so sad about it. FF was the right choice. FF was the right choice. But I can't fit this screwdriver in, and I'm so sad. Oh! We did it! Bree! You helped! Yay! The screw is in! Bree raid. You guys, we did it. I've been struggling with the screw for like 20 minutes. We finally did it. The one screw. That's all you needed. Yay! Thank you for the raid. The raid brought in the screw help. I appreciate it. How's your stream? What are you guys doing? Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, we're just kind of vibing. It's a good time. Okay, so I think we built the shelf. Oh, you guys did Raid Shadow Legends? How was it? Birthday raid. Hi, Melody. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good today. Yeah, we're just vibing out with the dogs. Flexible again while drinking. Oh my god, drinks? Hold on, am I done? I think I broke it. I think I'm done. Yay! Oxy, I don't know, I am Oxy Sub. Hi, Jimmy Dean. I hope you're doing good today. It's even, and it's not leaning anymore. Oh my god, when I first put it together, it was leaning, and somebody was like, oh, I don't know what they said, but it was funny. I was like, oh, that's funny. Drinking stream, I kind of want to drink, but at the same time, I don't want to get sleepy, so I'm trying to stay sober. I think we're just going to build furniture. I think I'm putting this in backwards. Yep, that looks backwards.
You got this.
Yay! I'm so good at furniture. I think we're literally gonna build something else. Chat, should we build something else or play Lies of T? 1 in the chat for building, and then 2 in the chat for Lies of T. But yeah, I built this. I don't even know what I'm gonna put in it. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I built it for my desk. Should I put my PS5 on top of it? Would that be safe? I don't think so. The wheels are kind of scary. The fact that it has wheels. But I think the first thing I'm going to put in it, I have this box of like... Oh, I have more of these? This box of like stuff that I have for my room. Probably going to put that in here. Yay. It's been on the floor for like a week. Oh, these definitely need to go to the... Chat, I had an extra one this whole time, and I was struggling with the broken one. That's so funny. Smashed it. Thanks, guys. Rather not PS5 is a chunk of change to replace. You know what else I could put in here? All the stuff for my Switch, and then that way it won't fall. Yay. Switch. I've literally been just organizing my room for like the last week because I'm really irresponsible. So it's been nice. I'm like, oh look, this can be put here. And then a switch. Does it fit? Oh, it does fit. Okay. And then I just dropped something. Maybe I'll put my Pokemon cards in there. I feel like they fit in here though. Maybe some of these ears. These are just like random stuff. Maybe I can put some cables in here. I have cables that I don't really need. Okay, so that's that cable. I don't even know what I want to put in there. I can definitely put this in there. I don't really use this. Oh, it doesn't fit. Got it. Maybe I'll put away my screwdriver in this box. Oh, you know what I can put in there? This thingy. I'm literally just like, alright, I built this desk. What do I put in it? I have no idea. I'm like, it's been built. Things that I use every day that could go in there. I don't know. Oh, I've been on that floor for so long. Oh, you know what? I can put all these accessories that I have on my desk.
Difference.
So I have like,
I don't know.
colored pencils and
How much damage is Ziggs doing? Not that much. You may frontline to like survive longer.
And an eraser and a stripe.
Or 7.
Dog
This
wants
is probably
hugs.
better.
My dog does like hugs.
Oh.
She's a very huggy girl. Ah. I just dropped that. That was great. I think I'm doing great so far. Did I have a notebook? Where'd my notebook go?
I don't know if this is the comp, but
Yeah, where'd my notebook go? Oh, it's right here.
I'm not hitting anything.
Yay. So put the notebook in here.
Oh, he's got a Vex 3 now. Oh my god.
Where'd the eraser go? Did I put it somewhere? Oh, it's right here. Yay. I can put this other book in here. I have a bunch of ears. Maybe I can put my ears in there. I've actually been meaning to put my ears in something else. I have so many ears. You see all the ears I have? And the mask. I also have this mask. Like, I have so many. This might not be the best place to put all my ears, though. This might get broken. Happy birthday. Thanks, guys. Room is 505. I don't know what that means. Okay. I have a hat. I have a Digimon thing. Okay. And then I have all this trash in this box, so I can throw this away. Okay. So. Okay. Means missing. Wait, what's missing? I think this kind of scraped my floor, to be honest. But you know what? It could have been worse. Instructions done. Headband. Wow, that actually looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really proud of myself. Happy birthday, thanks guys. more trash. And then this goes in the other room. Okay, chat. I'll be right back and we can actually start streaming. I'm just gonna do a big stretch. Maybe I'll put all these little accessories. In this drawer. The glue dots, I think I just put at the bottom. The little earring, I think I might keep here. And then the stickers, I gotta put there. Okay, I'll be right back, chat. Well deserved tier 3. Thanks, guys. Oh shit, did this just die? I'll be right back. What is this cable? Where's my switch? Okay, so I'll disconnect that in a minute. Okay. No. Hi, Snuggles. Hello, Snuggles. Okay, so I don't know if I have anything in this black box. I don't think I do. No, I need to get this pillow and then we should be good. Okay. No. I'm kind of hungry. Hello, Snuggles. Hi, Kumpa. Why are you guys hiding? This is super weird. Okay, chair. Ah! I would stay, but I'm tired and need sleep. No, you're all good. I'll be live. I understand a lot of you might have work tomorrow. Alright, anyone going Black Friday? Do people even do that anymore? Let's turn this off. And then we can lift this way. That should be good. Okay. Today's your birthday? Today is my birthday. Oh, excuse me. Today's my birthday. I'm turning 26 today. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm really grateful that I'm able to hang out with you guys for my birthday and have a good time. It's pretty fun. It's been fun so far. I'm just kind of vibing. Lots of vibes. I'm out of water. Oops. Okay, so this goes here, I think. This goes here. Why have I had this before? Oh, it's definitely zoomed in. Oh, okay. And then that. My bangs are a little insane. Her birthday lasted 4 days. Hey, my birthday lasted a week, to be very specific. And why are you so mad over me having a good birthday? I feel like you should be happy I'm having a good birthday. Oh, okay. Look how cute Snuggle looks back there. Does she look so cute? Good job, you built a thing. I know I built a thing. I'm so happy. Wow, that actually made me really happy. I'm kind of hungry though. I'm happy when my Submariner girl is happy. Oh my god, thanks. Come on, y'all, don't get a birthday week? Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all don't get a birthday week is insane. You need food? I know. Am I hungry? I think it's time. Should I get some food? Do you guys want to watch cartoons while I get some foods? Thanks all, by the way, for all the sub lives. I appreciate it. It says pre-rolls are off for 47 minutes. That's good, right? So, yeah. Oh my god. Anthony, thank you for the subscription. Are the alerts delayed or is it me? Is it just being weird? What is that from? That's so weird. I don't know when that sub happened, but I really appreciate the sub. Even though I didn't see it on my dashboard. Oh shit, what the heck? Did my stream crash? No, I guess it's fine. Hello? Is my stream dead? No, I'm 11:23. What the heck? That's weird. Did stream crash or am I tripping? That's fucking weird. Did you guys...
Oh.
Did I have any drop of frames or was everything fine?
We all have busy lives, and a great cup of coffee can be the key to starting your day. Except when it turns cold. Introducing the Next Mug, a temperature-controlled self-heating mug. Simply select your preferred temperature, and our smart mug technology keeps your hot beverage at the perfect temperature for hours. Super simple to use, no app required, and no more trips to the microwave for reheating. The Next Mug, always the perfect temperature.
Of all our Christmas traditions, there's one that makes the holiday season truly magical. The one, the only, the elf on the shelf. When your child names their elf, it activates their Christmas magic. Their silly elf scenes will create a lifetime of holiday memories. The Elf on the Shelf is the only elf Santa trusts to bring your children joy and cheer. Make the holidays more magical with The Elf on the Shelf.
Open big and wide. Get really nice and juicy. Don't use any teeth and just stick that dick so far down your throat. You're just making it hard. Oh my god, thank you so much. GoFo, I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so cute. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys watching Dragon Ball while I go get some food. Is that okay? Is that cool with you guys? So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go get some foods. You guys enjoy the cartoons, and then I'll be right back, and then we can continue with the stream. I'm probably gonna do some. ¿Cómo se llama? More gaming after, but yeah, I have to go get some food, so I'll be right back. I'll put fake oxy on. Do you guys want fake oxy? Do you guys want the dogs? They might move though. Don't trust the dogs. They always do this. How much will be your food? Yeah, like 5 minutes. It's just my grandma brought me food. Do you guys enjoy Dragon Ball? I'll be right back.
More Mogs. Belt and crit. You can get the Gnar. That would be great. Gnar! Give me Gnar! No! Fine, I'll take this. Is Sunfire better or Mogs? I'm so used to picking her up. I'm pretty sure I don't pick any of these guys up. Is anybody going true damage? Not really. Haven't really seen a Senna though. But I don't know, am I going KDA or... What am I doing? What am I doing this game? Two games to get the plat. That's not how it works. Not with this. I wish I were good enough to just like will it into existence. Not sure I like the... I mean, I'm on a lost streak, so might as well lose. Keep losing. But that's tempting. Then I have KDA. You know what? Screw it. Oh, that's a big loss. Shit. God, how do I not bleed out so much? At least I'm not bleeding out as much as this guy, though. Still. I don't love this formation. I'm also not a fan of Lilia that much. Maybe I sell her here and put a tank in. I feel like it's too late though. Tier of 7? Champion duplicator? No, someone's already doing Jazz. Although I have Big Shot. So it might have been doable. Oh my god. Where are all these edgelords coming to me now? Okay, screw it. I need a better strat here. Sentinel, true damage. What is happening with my board? Ah! Shit. It was probably Guardian. Damn it. How did I win that? Really? I'm very surprised. Is it edgelords at some point? Maybe it's not KDA at all. Ascension. Oh my god. Fuck, I can't bring myself to do it. Okay, we're gonna do that. Seraphine? What the hell? Wait, it's kind of looking like it's gonna be a Spellweaver game now, though. What? Hey, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. True damage 3. What? What? It's probably not Edgelord at this point with these items. I am so confused. What the fuck? Okay. I just can't stop bleeding out. I don't know what to do. Maybe we don't do KDA. Wait, that's Seraphine. Ah. Maybe it is KDA. But Ari, KDA. KDA. I sold Lilia, that's why. I can't get KDA again. Cannon. I'm just gonna sell him. This does nothing. But it's fine. I just wanted the Sunfire on him. I hate gargoyles, but that's better than nothing here. How are you in a worse position than I am? Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Here. Oh, it's only with spat. Why is it with a spat? Damn it. I'm never gonna get it. Really? Fuck, man. Okay, fine. This is a lot of AP all of a sudden, though. I really need a Shojin. Oh, I can reforge. I can totally reforge. But, hold on. What is my board right now? Sentinel. Guardian. Rapid Fire. Guardian. I'm gonna keep you for KDA sometime in the future, probably. No! What the fuck? Again. Two infinity edges. Hate my life. Stacking infinity edges, imagine. It's actually so bad. So bad. Oh my god. Should have given it to Aphelios. Oh, upgrade. What am I doing?
Hi guys. Okay, I'm back.
Maybe I stay pentakill. Maybe. Karthus?
Okay. I'm back. Thanks, guys. Did I miss it? Okay, hold on. I missed this part. Who are watching this? Okay, go.
It's like, I don't even have an echo.
Tian. Okay, I brought my food. More mole.
Wow. I can't believe I'm winning games here. Can't believe I'm winning games.
I'm back.
My board is so weak.
So excited to eat. I haven't eaten in so long.
Bye, Drive by Panda. I can't promise anything, but I'll try my hardest. I can promise to try really hard. I have no money.
What is the announcer's name? Do you guys know?
But I want a level 7 shop. So I will roll. I can't believe that Yasuo doing most of the damage. Maybe double crit is actually secretly like super good. Oh look, it's a tier! Wow!
Hey birthday, thanks all that generic white guy.
With not something I need.
Other
Hey!
name, generic white man.
There she is. Nico! Huge! Actually, double... no. No, I still sell you. Is possible to pivot? Now is possible? Perhaps? Maybe? Sentinel by himself? Guardian, a guardian. Oh, this country's scary. No.
Life, thank you for the 19 months.
No.
I love you.
Why won't you die? Olaf! Country. I mean, that was this guy? Oh, I fought the first guy.
Jackie Chan fought Goku, and Jackie Chan was like 70, and Goku was like 5. I'm just kidding. Like 10. Mole con pollo?
I might actually need this, because I don't have a lot of tier, but I have a lot of tier holders. Like, I don't have a Shojin, so, like, Mana Infusion is probably decent here. Think. At least. How long can I chill here for? Where are we? Level 7? Okay, like, that's beatable. Beatable. It's fine. Not too bad. We're still on Bard 1. Oh, they're one for Bard. We already fought them. It doesn't look too...
Oh, you were away?
Doesn't look too bad.
Oh, was there? Oh, nobody homework. Thank you
Not
so much for your
too
Prime
scary
sub.
out
I
there.
really appreciate that. Sorry I missed it.
Guardian Sentinel.
You're right about that. Anthony Kong, thank you so much for your sub as well. I don't know if I said that. Dude, this is so hot. Launch having a gun here is insane. Out of nowhere.
I just can't believe I haven't seen a single Echo.
Where'd he go?
I need him for my front line. Or like a 2-star.
Are you scared of her? I'm like burning my fingers.
Okay, people are getting strong. This is not good. I need a Nico. Oh!
We love the environment.
God.
We work to protect it. The Subaru Solterra electric SUV.
Switch it to Spellweavers, maybe?
All electric.
Oh, fuck. I don't think I can for now. I don't think I can. Definitely will hold on to her, though. Oh my god. Ziggs? Double tier. Oh my god, on a Lucian. Ugh. I could get just like another tier and have blue buff. But that's kind of specific. Maybe I want a sword. I want a sword. Just kidding. I want a sword. Sword and belt. Warmogs. Okay. Okay, one more, and then we send it. Okay. Mord's living longer. That's good. Very good. Oh, God. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Spellweaver. I can probably sell the Evelyn, too. Okay, sell Evelyn, sell Yasuo, sell... It's a lot of sell. And the Mord. Oh my god. Maybe I'll take care of that later. I can't do this much at once. But I kind of have to... Ugh. Oh my god. Shit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I'll leave Evelyn for now. It's just gonna have to be like this. That's really bad. Really, really bad. What the fuck? Spellweaver. Oh, Senna. War Guardian. What? 4 KDA, 4 Guardian. What the fuck? Shit. Is that Ari?
No idea why. He's human. He's not an alien. So, hell yeah, I'm always bummed. Alright, chat reminder to use your primes. It's free, no ads. And then, oh my god, why did I touch my nose? I'm literally wearing makeup. Death Ray, thank you for the prime. I have to show you guys something. I got tagged on this, and I was like, what's going on? Because I was like, this is weird. I haven't heard from Milkshake all day. You guys didn't know this is Milkshake. He's my duo. And it says, Happy Thanksgiving. And then he wrote, I'm so drunk, I want to fuck you. I have no idea who this is. It was not sent to me. And then somebody goes, auxiliary, get your duo. And then someone wrote, I can't be saved, brother. And then this man writes, right there with you. And I'm just like, Spantana, this is you. You're Raymundo Macy. That's crazy. It's a whole conversation. Yeah, I'm like, I wasn't the one that got the text, by the way. It was definitely not me. I would have seen it and I would have told you guys. Yep, definitely wasn't me. Definitely was not me. Let me check. Milkshake. Yeah, the last text was a Hinge conversation. I tagged you. I'm a silly goose. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. The fucking Hulk Hogan is hilarious. I can't believe you. That's so funny. Overcooked has me thinking. Wait, I read that out loud. Okay. I kind of want some water because I have not had any water. You guys ready for some Liza P? Is this connected? Okay. You guys ready for some Liza P chat? Yay, Liza P. Say yes. Night night. Bye, Honeycomb. Thank you so much for hanging out for my birthday. I really appreciate it. Okay. Was it? Yeah, here. And then, where did I leave my controller? Oh, up here. Oh my god, I almost knocked over my other controller. That would have been bad. Honestly, that's like the perfect size for underneath my desk. I'm really grateful that I built that. Yay, best birthday. Okay, give me 30 seconds. I just need to get water. We should be good. Or do I want a Red Bull? I don't know. Should I have water or Red Bull, chat? It's up to you. You guys can help me decide. It's only... Oh, it's about midnight. Maybe I should have some Red Bull. I'll get back. I got a Red Bull. I got a water. And then I got this chocolate bonbon because I like chocolate bonbons. They're good. And then we can actually play some Liza P. Did I mention they were vegan? Hi, First Impact. How are you? Actually, what am I doing? What am I scooting? Wait, alcoholic bonbons? Nope. I love you. Oh, thank you. Red Bull. I got both. These are like coconut flavored. They're pretty okay. Or did I change categories? It's so cold. Okay, ready. I should drink water before I started, but whatever. I'm gonna do it. Oh, it's okay. What a fucking rat. That's fine. Oxy, you're too delayed. Got him. He's stupid. I'm like stuck in his ass. I can't even carry because my fucking shit is fucking... It's fucking stupid. I got so unlucky. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Whatever. That was the most unluckiest thing ever. You laughed? Tough game. It's just like, it's stupid when you get stuck behind him and you can't fucking do anything to him. After the butt part? It's just so dumb. It's just really dumb. Is that the Ray C? Oh my god, hi Ray. How's it going? Welcome in. Oh, we're doing good today. Guys, that's my friend. This game does not look easy. This game is AIDS. Hi, happy birthday. Thank you. It's fucking stupid. Got him. Alright, let's see how far we can get him. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good today. You missed it. We were building some stuff. I was struggling so hard. Oh my god, I barely survived that. It's fine though. He's so annoying. It's fine. It's annoying though. Please. Thank you. You just woke up. We were talking till 4 a.m. and I was like, how the fuck are you awake? I was like actually kind of surprised. Want something annoying? This. It's fine. Too delayed. Fuck. So annoying. So delayed. That's annoying. I barely did anything. Oh my god. Sucks. Well.
Oh, I think you...
Okay. Oh no, 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 no. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, we're still alive. Okay. Please! Oh my god, thank you. Fucking cuck. Okay, back here. Please! Oh my god, thank you. Oh no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. Oh, I'm dead. Oxy, please. Too late. Come on. Okay, please. Let's go. Defeated. Oh, yeah, we did it. Was that second try or third try? After we fucking built a shelf. I'm so fucking good at this game. I swear to God. I'm a fucking god, chat. I'm so fucking happy. I'm so happy. You guys don't even know. We can finally move on. We can move on. I can enjoy my birthday. Like, I can actually, like, play. Oh, actually, we defeated him 20 minutes after my birthday. That's fine, though. She's good. Yay! I prayed to you tonight. My God, thank you. Dude, that was so goated. Guys, how many hours did that take us? Probably like 6 hours, right? It's about 6 hours. That's not the longest boss I faced. I would say the worm was so much harder for me because the worm was so hard. I don't think I dodged for the worm though. I just like kept suffering. Is this Alafonso, whatever the fuck his name is? Yeah. Aladora. Yay!
I knew where it was, but I didn't dare lay my hands on it. The swamp is too dangerous. Someday soon, you'll see. You have my thanks. And you've earned a nickname. Alidoro's best mate.
I hate how arrogant Alador is.
See you at the hotel. Thank you for your help. Let's go back to the hotel and settle.
Alright, let's go tell the guy that his buddy is here. Wow, chat. I feel like a weight is lifted off my shoulders. Like, you guys don't even understand. We defeated him. That's sick. That's crazy. You literal adorable matrix glitch. Thank you, guys. I can't help being a god. I was blessed. Oh, he's still there. Okay, cool. This game is so beautiful, too. So I'm like, we actually get to enjoy such a beautiful game.
Life is short, and life in Krat is
Avalon.
shorter. I reckon I should cherish what time I've got. All I can do is keep plugging away. If you come back by, say hello. Maybe I'll get this place open.
Okay. About Aladoro?
You never heard of Alidoro? He's a treasure hunter and one of the best.
But he...
And unlike a lot of the riffraff in Krat, he's not a thief. He's a pro who excavates
My back hurts.
methodically. And
Oh.
professionalism is important when you're talking about Ergo. Just mentions Ergo, and everyone cares about the history behind the ruins. That's why Alidoro has the reputation he does. The quality of his information and the condition of the antiquities are on another level.
Oxy or Oxy? I can do both. Ooh.
About Alidoro lately, but I know jealousy when I hear it.
Is he calling me jealous? What a bitch.
The rumors. They've hardly been nuts.
No rumors.
Alidoro is the last person you'd suspect of crimes like loss, theft, and assault. It's crazy. I've even seen a wanted poster. Those alchemists must be behind it. Those guys act like the road to ruin. They don't want treasure hunters to earn an honest living.
This guy's weird.
I mean, come on. We're talking about the Alidoro who saved all those lives in the workshop tower rubble. So, you know.
The workshop tower rubble? Was I a part of that?
Just get a load of this. I grabbed it as a souvenir, but it's just malicious propaganda. You take it.
What do you give me? Wanted Alidoro, a common... Wait, let's look at details. A con man who calls himself a treasure hunter, wears a hound mask, charged with fraud, impersonation, theft, assault, and other serious crimes. He's very good at tricking people, so watch out. The sweeper stalker? Oh, so should I be wary of him?
Life is short, and all I can do is... My treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it works. I don't want to throw it away. I think it's a clue to some stolen goods. I found it between the corpses of two
No song recommendations, chat. Thank you, though.
You know what they say, no honor of unknown thieves. I can make heads or tails of it. If you want it, it's yours.
Okay, we got an old cryptic vessel. I don't know what it's for.
Life is all I can do.
Okay, talk. I think that's good. Why doesn't he open this, though? I don't understand. What am I missing? Why does P lie so much? I have no idea. Chat, we're almost done with this game. It's so exciting. Ah, little baby, Southside. Thank you so much for the 3 months. I appreciate it. What's our... I appreciate it. Going towards our, Going towards our Partner Plus. I appreciate that. I don't know what we're at right now, but getting for sure close. They could at least help with the combat. Oh man, look at the time. I must go. Sure, but rock the stream beauty. Thanks, Caps. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's go with my baby girl.
Sophia.
Okay, where should we level up?
Auxiliary. Oxy. Oxy. Oxy.
Maybe my stamina. That makes me so mad that I always lose my stamina. Right, we have 3,000, so it says to talk to who? It says to talk to... we have an item, a vessel of some sort, so maybe we bring it to this guy. Oh yeah, I had a feeling it was Vanini.
The traffic cone hat.
Now, allow me to return the surprise. The golden ergo is the purest form of power we can
It has a
use.
red fur coat with a top hat.
We could power a city block with this. You see, alchemy.
You like my traffic cone hat? It's cute, right?
Powered by this. I'm not sure, just one problem with after all.
Golden lead acid battery.
I hear there is a new guest at the hotel. And that you haven't. I just find saving people is its own reward. I certainly don't need the money. We who live through the way can.
Decipher the cryptic vessel. Hand over the old cryptic vessel.
There you are. Done and done. You will.
Decryption. Orders an old shack in the tomb slums in Malum district. Oh, don't I have a key for this? Look for the bleak tree and laundry line. Enter the shack next to them. Where's the Malum district? The bleak tree line. Enter the shack next to them. Have we been here or not yet? An agreement is attached for mutual trust. I kept hiding the stolen goods in the barren swamp and realizing something. I'm never going to return if I keep going to the swamp. All I know is that the life is deep, but I want to die now. So we're returning to our sweet home. Even if the Black Rabbit Brotherhood is making trouble, we were technically before them in the Malum district. In the slums, you follow the slum rules. First, bring stolen goods to our old base. Maybe dumb, but we're loyal, unlike the rich. Here's to a lifelong friendship.
To a lifelong friendship.
So we're returning to our sweet home, even if the Black Rabbit is making trouble. We were technically before them in the Malin district in the slums. You follow the slum rules. First, bring the stolen goods to our old base. Maybe dumb, but we're loyal, unlike the rich. Here's to a lifelong friendship. I don't understand who's talking.
I always welcome friends.
Weird.
Did we just...
Do you guys get it? I don't get it. I can't even upgrade this yet. Okay. Did you also say, No, nothing in this game, unfortunately. Ooh.
Ooh.
She's completely cured?
She's completely cured. Nothing will destroy the most happiness for someone you care for. I guess better guiding through this.
Oh, I got a crescent moonstone. That's it?
That will favor Serving as my duty. That may be of service.
Oh, it's just an alchemist booster. Okay.
Is that what I think it is?
Okay, let's go to Lady Antonia, I guess. No, you're good. You're all good.
Oxy.
What a weirdo.
Oxy.
Oh, I bet they dance at the end. Oh, I know music now? What the fuck? How did I learn this talent? Since when do I know how to play a piano? She's happy at this music, but this music kind of sucks. The music's kind of mid. Play the White Ladies anthem. That one's better. She just stares at a photo. Yeah, I mean, her eyesight was gone. But yeah. I can just see the keys. Is it good? Okay, we're good. Great Radiant Ergo Fragment. The Ergo is whispering. Oh. Yeah, her face is cured. She doesn't really have an eye anymore. The Charleston or some old lady dance? I bet she does. I bet she's like doing like the waltz with the robot puppet. Simon? Who's Simon? Oh wait, we fought him, right? Or we met him. Maybe it's Aladoro? Okay. Okay. Oh cool, the weird little robot has another thing to learn. I know, right? He's a puppet actually?
It'll always remind me of the rascal who stole it. They fell into the net. I tried to protect them. I failed.
Probably killed him.
Let punishment fit the crime, I say. And in a twist of fate, you must become the weapon's true owner. A great weapon calls for a great warrior.
Okay, so I have the puppet devouring green hunter's ergo. It's a cool amulet. Of none being consumed when using full cells. Oh, that's fucking sick. That's actually sick. Yeah, this is probably the coolest one. Oh. Puppet devouring green hunter's ergo. Oh, is this the 2 dragon sword you guys were telling me about? That's really sick. Is this the really cool one? The one you guys were saying? Are you mad I'm not subscribed? Not at all. I was just not reading my chat. Is this the best one? Is it good? We're playing Lies of P. We're playing Lies of P. Okay, so how do you guys feel about this? I like this one a lot. Should we try this one? Has a real strong counter? What does that mean? High skill ceiling but big payoff? Oh, it's hard to use? Link emergency dodge. Wind of swords. Dodge quickly forward. Uses an extra fable slot to perform up to 2 attacks. Damage reduction while guarding is 47.6. Wind of Swords blows a wind of swords forward, deals AoE damage to enemies in front of you. That was that the Grand Exhibition Gallery say was the saber of a commander from a quiet eastern land. C remembers the vow of the warrior, the general who was up with the dragon, protect the people, claimed a lonely victory in dozens of wars. What do you think? Should I do it? Its heavy attack acts like a counter, so it's like I'm parrying. Why don't you use it for your first playthrough? Do it? It looks cool. It does look cool. Damn, I'm getting sleepy. I love side quests. How long have you been up? About 9 hours. Quick, don't accept and let Oxy go. This is true. Okay. So we can go to Geppetto, but I don't think we have to. I don't think we have anything to upgrade. Alright, it's time to continue our journey. It's time. Oh, this is the Malin district. I don't know where we're supposed to go, to be honest. Am I supposed to go back here? Did I have a key for the Malin district? Oh, why did I waste that? When the summon mana state of the alchemist, it opens the grand exhibition hall with the saints of mercy set to be found. Okay, let's go to the Slum Shack key.